Hello viewers, this is Major General Neelendra Kumar for the YouTube channel Lex Consilium Foundation. I am here in conversation with Major General VK Singh, a well-known officer from the Corps of Signals who's respected widely as a military author, historian, and he is author of the book Leadership in the Indian Army, 12 Outstanding Biographies. Now, General VK Singh, I'd like to ask you that in this book you have covered about the Bangla Desh War. You have written extensively about General Sagat Singh, whom during course of your career you knew him, served under him, knew him personally. Now, coming to 71 war and the Bangladesh theatre, the role of Eastern Command. That time the army commander was General J.S. Arora, Lieutenant General J.S. Arora. And his chief of staff was then Major General JFR Jacob. It has so happened that number of books have been written about 1971 war. And these books came in 80s, 90s, over a length of time. An impression has been created by the writings of Major General JFR Jacob, who was the Chief of Staff during the Bangladesh War of Eastern Command, that he had a very prominent and direct and overriding role in the course of battle. It is well known that the army chief then was Sam Manekshaw, who had clearly told Mrs. Gandhi and taken time to prepare for the battle, and surely the plans, orders must have been rehearsed, must have been duly well considered and then issued. And of course, the Eastern Army commander was J.S. Arora, who himself was an infantry officer with long experience. So the situation that Jacob, which he has tried to portray as if he was the one who was architect of victory in Eastern sector, and minimizing the role of Arora, Sagat Singh and even Sam Manekshaw. What would you say to that?
This is very interesting. You know, of course, much after the war, I was posted in Chandi Mandir in year 99-2000, and General Jacob used to be the
Western Command. Yes.
I was in Western Command, and he was the Lieutenant Governor there. So he was invited to all functions here as well as in outside in civil, and he was always introduced as a war hero.
Okay.
You know, at that time itself, I used to wonder why he's being called a war hero. After all, he's a staff officer.
He was Chief of Staff.
He was the Chief of Staff. Anyway, talking about General Manekshaw, sometime I think it was in 85-86, when I was working on his biography, I had a number of meetings with him.
With Sam Manekshaw.
With Manekshaw. I had gone to visit him in his house, Stavka in Kunur.
Okay.
And this book had just been published. So,
and 85-86, perhaps you were in NDC or after NDC?
After NDC, I was posted in Army Headquarters.
Okay.
In MS branch. So I just asked him, sir, a new book has come out, written by General Jacob. Have you read the book?
Okay.
He says, no. And I have no intention of reading it. I mean, he was very blunt in his reply. So I was surprised. He says, look, in our army, all credit and brickbats, bouquets and brickbats are to be taken by the person in command.
Commander of troops.
Whether it's the CO, whether it's the brigade commander, army commander or the chief. General Arora is the army commander. Jacob was just a staff officer there. he was chief of staff. It is not his job to take credit, or even if there were mistakes committed, the responsibility would be that of the army commander. So similarly, the manner in which this thing is being described, as if he was directly taking decisions in consultation with DMO and so and so, and General Arora had no say in these matters. He says that is not acceptable. So I have not read the book, but I have heard about this. Period. After that, he didn't talk about it.
Yes, you have also mentioned, you have rightly mentioned about Sam Manekshaw. But in writing this book, you have come across and you have described the role right from Cariappa to various outstanding senior officers who have been commanders, whether it was Thorat, whether it was Thimaiya, Manekshaw, and down the line. Do you think it possible, feasible, that somebody who is chief of staff under a functioning army commander, under a very dynamic or at the time of a very dynamic corps commander like Sagat Singh, that there would be a space for chief of staff to show his valor and claim credit?
Like I said, people used to call him a war hero. So I think hearing that, he started thinking he's a war hero. As a staff officer, yes, he done a lot of work. But you see, when you take credit for yourself, you should not discredit your boss.
And bring down their role.
And bring down or denigrate his role.
Yes.
After all, the army commander was the army commander, General Arora. But the way things have been brought out, it appears that all the work was being done by the staff officer, the chief of staff, which is not fair. And it is not in accordance with the norms, we have
way of working.
Our way of working.
Okay. Thanks. Thank you very much. And these sort of interviews with General VK Singh and other eminent persons would continue. Thanks.